think they embrace pop culture to be in because it has something to do with their developmental stages or their development as a human being. So even before, as we grow up or as we are growing, we tend to have certain group of friends. So that's why we want to belong in a certain group. I think the basis for that is from the ancient people having tribes. I think that's a human nature. I think that's our human nature as a human being. We tend to go to certain group of people in order for us to be in, and because we share collective what do you call this? We share collective what do you call this? We share collective insights, thoughts, culture. So that's why we need to set ourselves to a certain group of people. It affects our characteristics if someone is putting some expectations on us. You know, it siguro yung hierarchy ng ng isang organization, minsan yun yung naglalagay sa atin ng expectations in order for us to follow certain rules. And I think that's very very good because we tend to follow those rules, and it shapes us, it shapes our personality. Somehow we get frustrated along the way, and the other part also, the authorities will also get frustrated if we don't follow their rules or their standard. So that's it. How can you face your problems, or how can I encourage you to face your own problems? It starts within you and within inside your house, basically inside your bedroom. So in order for you to face your problems, I think you should start cleaning your room first. You set an you try to organize yourself, diba? Kasi lahat talaga ng problema nagmumula sa pag hindi maayos yung katayuan ng pag-iisip. So it has to start within you and inside your room. So organize your things. Then after that, sunod-sunod na yun everything will follow. I think the latter one, the what's within. So the physical beauty, it just comes naturally. So it depends on your self-esteem. If you have the self-esteem, if you have the self-confidence, then the physical beauty will come out naturally. So even the least attractive people, as long as they have the confidence to bring their selves, to carry their themselves in front of people, and as long as they are humble, people will tend to flock them. So the information that we get is already out there. So we get those information kasi we are built to there are different cultures, so we just have to pick certain culture na sa atin, na applicable sa atin, as long as we have the capability to understand it fully, and as long as it is matched with our
as long as it is at par with our personality. So I think it's already been there. So people are just encouraging us to do better, and we also have to do our part. So we have to choose and pick what are those nuggets of culture that we need to take in for ourselves. I think meditation. I think meditation will help people to handle their emotions. Yes, meditation. So basically, start doing it during morning. Give yourself at least 5 minutes doing breathing exercises, and just like I've said before in our class, right? Thoughts, they just come and go. So it's not permanent. So we should see them as colored balloons floating in the air, or a cloud. Nandyan yan, mamaya mawawala na. So our thoughts are basically like that, and our emotions. So we have to meditate, then isa-isahin natin yung mga problema para mas critical yung pag-solusyon natin sa kanila or pag-solve. Yes, as a teacher, yes, it pressures me because, I'm giving a lot of teachers. That's the role of the teachers. We give a lot of advice. We give a lot of what do you call this? Yeah, basically mga advice, no, na pwedeng mapulot ng mga estudyante. Pero I think 4 or 5 out of 10 na students lang ang makaka-appreciate nun. So it's quite frustrating and disappointing if students don't get the information that we are sharing to them. So yeah.
I think as early as in the 5th grade or 6th grade, let's say mga 11 or 12 years old, kasi they have the groups, cliques, and gangs already. So the pressure is already there. I think when I had my first job when I was 22 years old, so that's when I realized that I don't belong to a certain group or a certain workplace. So I tend to identify myself even more. So I chose the things that I need to comply with. For example, I know how to play music, so that's where I group myself. I group myself to people who knows how to play, or people who know how to play music. So that's it. That's when I realized that my trait is very important. Fast changing. I think it's inevitable. The change is inevitable. So we just have to go with the flow. But we have to be careful with the things that go in our way. So we have to be guided, because somehow the information that we receive and the culture that we take in, somehow it will not be applicable here, especially the Filipino youth. You cannot adapt a culture from other country and then you put it here in the Philippines. So I think that's it's not applicable. So we have to progress gradually, I think. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Para hindi Hindi ko yata nasagot ng maayos yung number 10.
Nanginginig ako kasi ang lamig. Isa ba?
Does being a motivator for the youth pressures you?
Gian. Take 2.
Wait i-generate ko pa yung thoughts. Sorry. Take 2.